division rivalry game on tap for I expected to carry a lot of the load for his team on enemies. It's the Seahawks going up for the call. Let's send you out to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape,
no back out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And an alley to run. There he goes right side. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
he is phenomenal.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of...
On fourth down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear you.
Taken in at the 11. Uses the stiff arm. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. Now the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Seahawks on top here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal to go now. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run there, 8 yards. Gets him much closer to the end zone with 4th and goal looming.
And they might think about going for it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just... Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The 49er defense now heading back out there. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game. Where they
down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 88 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like they're... Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Seahawks. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's... And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 98 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the second longest in NFL history.
Amon Green did it, I believe.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little 360. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 72 yards. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is fielded at the 7. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stiff-armed him. Shreds the tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Spinning past him. And he's got some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 79 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to try unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run.
Tight right, tight right. You got 3 down. Check nickel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a cut to the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
And now we've hit that stage of the...
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Uses the stiff arm. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. Cut back, left sideline. Whoosh. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Here's Bradley Pinion now. as he's on to punt for San Francisco.
Let's go, guys.
Fielded just inside the 20. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Brandon, his second punt return for a touchdown in this game. Where's Marvin? That's got to be...
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one taken from the 7. Oh, what a move. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Definitely over, but we do know some people like...
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for San Francisco.
Let's go, guys. Let's see the noise.
This is taken at the 15. Bulldozes past him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Look at the spin.
Balance.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the... Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Always got some breathing room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll just about do it for Charlie.